Hi, it's Dr. Natalie, and I'm filming another video for Micronutrient Mondays, but first let me say excuse me, we are in my living room at the moment. Welcome to my couch. So I put that aside, today we're going to be talking about vitamin B12. Now, vitamin B12 is part of a group of compounds referred to as the cobalamins, and this is because they contain the element cobalt. So you might have heard of the name methylcobalamin. This refers to a form of active B12. You might have also heard of the name cyanocobalamin. Now, this name refers to a synthetic version of B12 that's commonly found in nutritional supplements or injectable B12 solution. Cyanocobalamin actually needs to be converted into an active form in order to be effective in the body. So if vitamin B12 is something that you're currently supplementing with, I would highly recommend you choose the methylcobalamin version. B12 is probably most characteristically known for its ability to combat fatigue because B12, like iron, is important for the synthesis of healthy red blood cells. And red blood cells are oxygen carriers, so they pick up oxygen and they deliver it to all of our tissues in our cells. B12 also supports a healthy neurological system and mental health. It can be used to treat certain cases of depression and peripheral neuropathies. Now, B12 needs an acidic environment in order to be absorbed from the digestive system. So anybody who's on a proton pump inhibitor, these would be things like Nexium and Prevacid. These are meds that are prescribed in order to combat acid reflux or other kind of digestive disturbances. Anybody on one of these medications will be prone to a B12 deficiency because what those meds do is actually suppress your stomach acid. B12, you're going to get it almost exclusively from your animal foods, so red meat, poultry, fish, dairy, and eggs, and this means vegetarians and especially vegans are also prone to a deficiency here. So having your B12 tested is an easy and fairly inexpensive way to get a baseline measure, but we're also starting to understand that our current reference ranges for a healthy B12 might be a little bit outdated because we're noticing that many people present with normal B12 levels might still be presenting or reporting clinical symptoms of B12 deficiency. There's also a little bit of interesting research that showed that there were people who would present with normal blood levels of B12 as well, but wouldn't have any of this getting into the cerebrospinal fluid. So this would be affecting kind of the neurological system and mental health that we talked about before. So it's not an issue of whether you're getting enough in your diet or absorbing it, but it might be an issue of transport, whether that B12 is actually getting into the places it needs to be. So if you suffer from any of these conditions, you might want to talk to your primary care provider about this, or you're also welcome to contact me. I'm happy to answer questions. You can find me at www.healthandthecity.com. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next Monday.